How many deals did they show here? Let's see. No. Let's mute that shit. Holy fuck, the text is so... Can you even read this, chat? This is small as shit. Huh? This text is fucking so tiny. Okay. Attribute, arrow, weapon, sword. Combat rolls, main damage dealer, arrow, erosion, damage amplification, traction. Okay, that's good. This is just CC. Normal attack. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's good. Deal damage, inflict arrow erosion. Good. Sword Shadow 2, Sword Shadow 1. Okay, good. Wait, should I just quickly go over this? Man, I just switched the ZZZ section. Fucking stupid ass. I'm switching. Okay, I'm gonna be in like 5 categories today. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever. I'm just gonna switch to Wuthering Waves category. I don't fucking care, man. Well, wait. Dude, I switch. Okay, guys, my category today has been Genshin to Wuthering Waves, back to Genshin to ZZZ, back to Wuthering Waves. And once I finish Wuthering Waves, it's gonna be ZZZ. We are so not back. Okay, let's go through this. It's pretty important, by the way. Yeah, Sword Shadow 2, Sword Shadow 1 for heavy attack. Mid-air attack recalls all Sword Shadows. This is very important. Resonance skill does 3. Ultimate, at the cost of HP, you transform to Fleur and enter Manifest, during which certain attacks immediately trigger arrow erosion damage. Okay, so this is why, by the way, this is pretty heavy implication. I'm not gonna say anything. That's pretty heavy implication, though. It's pretty heavy implication. By the way, this is the reason why the guide is a little bit longer than expected, because there's a lot of fucking nuanced small shit that you need to explain with regards to Kit. But like, once you actually know what she does, you just play her. You know what I'm saying? Like, how to play her takes like 2 seconds. Not really like 2 seconds. It takes like 5 minutes. But like, if you've never seen Cart before, you kind of need a full-blown like explanation of like, okay, well, this is what you need to worry about. Like, this is what she does, and like, you can min-max certain shit, but like, you can autopilot some of it. So like, yeah. When in Manifest, Fleur-de-Lis gains falling effects corresponding to different types of Sword Shadow called. Certain attacks proc the high stacks of arrow attack to hit all enemy targets. Damage interval of arrow. Wait. Did they might have changed some stuff. I need to check the server. They might have changed some stuff. Okay, I might have changed some stuff. Because this seems a bit different. This seems a bit different than what I was playing with. This is the same. This is fine. This is fine as well. Yeah, that seems a little different. A little different. That's actually concerning. I might have to redo part of my guide then. I'd have to actually redo part of a guide, if that's the case. 4-day circuit. Transform into Fleur-de-Lis and unlock new moves when in balls. When in Manifest, Cartethyia is able to freely transform between herself and Fleur-de-Lis. Yeah, this is true. As Fleur-de-Lis attacks with store gauge, when gauge is full, Liberation Finisher is available. Intro skill, Summon Sword Shadow 1. Outro skill, damage dealt by other active resonance and things or target when it is amplified. This is not really useful for her, but like, yeah, it is kind of nice. It's fine. Oh, there's a full combat guide. Damn. Gain enhancement to different sword shadows and greatly boost erosion damage output. Okay, this is true. This is actually pretty good TLDR. It's pretty good TLDR. So you want to access all your sword shadows. You have 3 of them. It's 1, 2, 3. When you do that, you gain nice boosts. Okay, those nice boosts will be active when you do the big Fleur stuff. There's obviously arrow erosion damage, which is pretty nice. Cartethyia may freely transform. Okay, so yeah, this is something pretty specific between her kit, and I think you guys will like it because, oh man, guys, I'm really scared. I'm really scared of saying some shit I'm not supposed to say. Like, no, okay. Okay, as Cartethyia, the last stage of basic attack intro. Okay, so as Cart, yeah, basic, heavy, and intro, and resin skill will summon different sword shadows. Yeah, blah blah blah. When she does plunging attacks, she'll consume them and recall them. Yes. When her entire kit is there. Well, her entire kit is there, but what I'm talking about is like nuanced stuff that you only know when you actually use the character. Like, how often can you swap? Can you stay on Fleur permanently? Things like that. How does it affect buffs and shit, right? Like, none of that is going to be in detail here because that matters a lot when it comes to the character design. If you're able to keep on swapping between Cart and Fleur, how do the buffs affect? Because you only buffed in Fleur form. So, and like, how does that relate to quick swapping if you want to do quick swap? So, yeah. Yeah, when you get her thingy, you can do the ulti and then get the bonuses, and then you get conviction. When you have max conviction, you do the boom. Okay, so basic 4. It's fine. Heavy attack, mid-air attack. Consumes damage to attack the target, dealing arrow damage, something sword. So wait. So they first went into a very Razor language description, and then they went into detail down here. Yay or nay? They did. Okay, they did go into detail. So divinity is what's important for basic 4, and heavy attack, you need to know discord. Okay, that's the one thing you need to know. Mid-air attack will plunge and it'll recall the shadows. Dodge counter is dodge counter. Skill gives, where is it? Virtue. Skill gives virtue. And then ult, by reducing HP to 50% of the max HP, Cart transforms into Fleur-de-Lis. Okay, well guys, so this is pretty important because it basically implies how she's built, right? Like, think about it. Currently in Wuthering Waves, character HP is between 15 to 20,000. If you sack half your HP, you're at like 8k HP. You'll die. So Fleur is going to be different for obvious reasons. She's not going to have that little HP, and she will probably be an HP scaling character. Purely based off of intuition from this. Not sus, okay? I have to make it in a way that it makes sense from what I'm reading. Otherwise, it's like sus. Yeah. Okay, Fleur-de-Lis, this is important. B5, MA2, and E. Okay, I'm starting to use all the terms that I use in video because it's easier to explain that way. B5, MA2, and then one of her E's will proc arrow erosion. And it also reduce the arrow erosion stack on the target hit by 1. Alright, well, now that you guys know that... Okay, so one of the things about Fleur's kit that you guys see here is that her in-between attacks reduce arrow erosion stack, by the way. And you might notice that Fleur's normal attacks will not add arrow erosion. So you can only do that during Cart form. And you're not going to be switching back to Cart a lot. So Chacona might be useful. Okay, so that's like an important part. This is the important part of like, oh fuck. It will reduce the arrow erosion stack when you're in mid-ulti form. It does this by adding extra instances of damage, which obviously you want a synergy, right? And in the state will not clear energy, and then no HP cost when HP is below 50. For this attack will restore conviction on hit. When conviction reaches 120, press ulti to cast her big ulti. If you are below max forte, you can press your R to go back to Cart. Yay. And you can do this infinitely as long as you still have the buff that you have when you cast a skill, which is... You'll know what I'm talking about when you actually play the character. Okay, so these are all the buffs. So Fleur has Virtue, Divinity, and Discord. So these correspond to the swords that you summoned in cart form. Okay? Okay. You get different buffs from each one. This one gives you interruption resist and also has a time slow on her basic 4 attack. What this will cause a problem with is it will fuck up your rotations, so good luck dodging an attack when you froze the enemy. That's a legitimately annoying thing that you'll just have to learn how to deal with. And you know what that feels like. When you slow down an enemy when it's mid-attack, you're like, and you spam your dodges, then you get hit and die. Yeah, good luck. That's what this does. Okay, and then air erosion, 50%. Damage angle decreased. This is important. Air erosion damage amplification by 50%. Why is this good? Because it's less of a Zani Peep situation. She has a little bit herself, which makes it less Zani Peep. Okay, okay. So, Discord. Yeah, so Discord. Wait. Okay, let me pull out my notes really quick, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Something's a little. Let me make sure. Hold on a second. Let me pull out my notes real quick. This I might. Hold up. Let me pull out my notes real quick. No, okay, it's up here. Pull out my notes real quick. Sorry, I have to look at this. This is pretty important. Wait. Oh! They buffed her. Okay, that's good for you guys. You guys don't need to know how, but things changed. Like things changed in this. Things changed in this that I think make her a little bit better. Okay, so this is different, by the way. This is different. When you use BA5 M8, fuck! I did all this work yesterday and she's changed. Okay, I have to redo shit tomorrow. That's literally what this means, man. I have to fucking redo shit. Fuck, this is annoying, dude. Fuck, I already recorded, like, everything for her. Match. Oh, man. It's poop. It's not poop, it's cool, but, like, damn, fuck. That's all. Wait, this is what... Okay, chat. Honestly, damn, it's kind of insane that they made changes right before she released. And that's probably why I had an issue today getting on the server. Probably why. Because they gave me an updated one that probably had the changes. So that probably makes sense. But now I just have to redo shit. But that's fine, chat. At least you guys will get updated stuff. But this looks pretty solid. So when you have Discord buff, you raise the erosion stacks on all nearby targets to the highest count among the targets. Interesting. I don't know how this will be when this is a very finicky thing, by the way. This is a very finicky thing because you have arrow erosion reduction here. Yeah, we'll see how that does. We'll see how that does. Okay, this is all the stuff about the 2 forms that she has. It just basically explains to you that you can change between them. You can change between them basically always. While you have your buff, your manifest buff. Once you run out of this buff, you can no longer like permanently switch between the two. So yeah, okay. But that being said, chat, it says nothing about like removing her form when she's in fleur-de-lis form if you don't like do anything. So like keep that in mind. Last stuff. When Fleur Elise has 120 points of conviction, Resonance Liberation is replaced. Okay, yeah, so basically when she has full bar, you can do the big Excalibur ult. It'll end her buff state. It'll restore 50% of her max HP that she stole when you summoned her. And then big straight line damage. Remove all the stacks from the target. Each stack removed amplifies the damage taken. Yay, up to 5 stacks. And then they describe... Oh, wait, chat. Oh, they describe her entire fucking Forte kit here. Oh, shit. I just realized. Oh. Like, this is all the normal attack text. This is all the skill text. Is very short. The ult explains everything about her swords and, like, all this shit. And also, her thingy. And then her Forte Circuit, which is the middle node, explains all of Fleur de Lis's stuff. Okay, well, yeah. There's a lot of text here. Yay. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, honestly, we're not that far off. But yeah, this is like basically getting closer and closer into my guide stuff, which is fine. But they don't go into sequence nodes here. Oh. Wait. Wait, did this change a little bit? Wait a second. They changed even... Wait a second. Oh, that's... Fuck me, dude. I should have waited to make... I should have waited to script this tomorrow. Now I'm annoyed. I should have scripted this tomorrow. Because I have to change like 20% of this. Oh, really mad, man. Okay, well, I guess, chat, I mean, if tomorrow I have to do a lot of shit, maybe you guys get a short stream or no stream tomorrow. Honestly, no stream might be smart, but, like, gacha games, right? So, like, yeah. If you don't have Chacona, can Alto work? I honestly don't know what the fuck Alto does. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the hell he does, man. If he works, he works. Okay, that's fine though. Let me see really quick, chat. Let me check really quick. Oh. Okay, didn't change that much. Didn't change that much. It's fine, it's fine. It's just the wording changed a little bit. That's fine. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, so the rest of this shit basically just describes her damage number. They just change. Her attacks just change here. This is not really important for me to explain because you'll see it. It's way easier just to see how they happen. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the TLDR, right? That's basically the TLDR. Now you guys can understand a little bit of the synergy between the characters, right? Chacona is arrow erosion application, and Rover is max arrow erosion stack increase. So that's why those two are very valuable for a Cart, because Cart is an arrow erosion based character. And you guys probably noticed that she has nothing in here that explains like, oh yeah, I can increase the max arrow erosion stack, right? But maybe other parts of her kit will. So, I mean, okay, anyways, no more sus. Honestly, isn't this kind of breakdown on second channel not bad though? I'm sorry, chat. I really, like, you guys know I'm scared of like leaker shit. So like, I'm like beating around the bush with a lot of things that I'm saying. But I hope at least you guys get a decent amount of information from that. And I honestly think that putting this on second channel wouldn't be bad. It's like a early like look at her kit, a kit breakdown. I think that's useful because once you guys get my full guide, I think it'll be a lot easier to understand. So, deal or no deal?